individuals, see what's cracking like, and you already know in Southern California, it is still hot as fuck. So still, that weather where you got to be inside in the AC because, people don't really want to be out and about in this heat. Shit ain't no joke. Decided to hop on, see what the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve, you heard me. Oopsie. Hold on, let me set this up real quick. Alright. We Gucci now. Yeah, but today is hot as fuck, so... But supposedly by tomorrow it should be cooler already, right? So we should be done with the heat, thank God, because fuck. That shit was overbearing, bro. This shit's no joke right here. It's not supposed to get to like 111, So I don't know how people that live in Arizona or Las Vegas or any of those areas could deal with that kind of shit. With the heat. It's like unbearable, bro. It's unbearable. And no wonder why the streets look, like deserted. What's cracking like a Chicano Malo? What you getting yourself into, my boy? In this fucking heat. Oh no, where you're at is a little bit more cooler, ¿no? Porque ahí nomás está la pinche playa, el mar, pues. Compared to over here. I gotta go move to places like Long Beach, where you're close to the water, so it doesn't get that hot. Nah, fuck that. Long Beach be chaotic as fuck. What's cracking like you, Mr. Pasa? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Got off to work a little early, done for the week. It's 91. National City right now. Oh, damn, that's still hot as fuck, bro. Right here in my ranflita right here, it says that it's 113. And I'm not just saying that because of the 13. It literally says it's 113. But that's inside the car, so. So outside it's probably like a hundo. Now this bitch literally says that it's 113. Serio. That should be crazy. That's what. That shit says 113. That's what I'm gonna say. No, bro, it says that it's hot. It's hot. It's 105 in Pasa. It's different. It's serio, bro. No mames. I'm just like, man, what's up with this shit? That's insane, serio. Have you ever slept a hoe? What do you mean slept a hoe? Yeah, she'll tell the story, bro. Think people been hearing too much rap. I ain't no pimp, my boy. How do I look like? Money Mike? Fresh fish on the line. That was you be looking magically delicious. That shit was funny. Pinche Cat Williams, huh? When he was still sane, before he lost his marbles. I heard it was gonna hell in Temecula. Shit, serio? Where the fuck is Temecula at? Oh, it's in the Inland Empire, no? Damn. Probably like that hot weather, Next we're gonna be getting a fucking hurricane. A tornado. How can people put their dogs outside in this? I know, serio, bro. Fucking dogs, be out there dying and shit. Nah, but dogs are smart, bro. They'll dig in the dirt That way they get the fresh sand in the bottom, because the sand in the bottom is more cold. So they just keep digging to get that colder and colder sand. So it helps regulate their temperatures. Mm? And they know that by just instincts, my boy. Isn't that fascinating? That a dog knows to just automatically do that because they know it's fresher down, like there's fresher dirt. See, shit like that is fascinating. Like, how the fuck do they know to do that? It'd be the little things that blow your mind, bro, on how they work, like Bluetooth, for example. The fact that you can communicate with people throughout the world without no wires and nothing like that, it's insane. But people are already so accustomed to technology that it doesn't seem that great to individuals. When it's like, bro, that's like, or the fact that we can split atoms and create fucking, weaponry that could, generate as much energy as the sun, or as much heat as a solar flare. That's fucking scary and crazy at the same time. Um. All right, Riverside. All right, so when did you cross the border? I crossed the border earlier today. I made a raft of burritos and tacos. My boy, when did you cross the border? That's a real question. I'll tell you when you tell me you. Nah, we didn't go around it either, bro. They fucking just threw the border on top of us. Like, we were right here chilling, and then next they're like, "Hey, this is America now," and we're like, "What? En serio? You think that this joint is going to?" Who? Who are we talking about? Are animals smarter than humans to survive in the wild? No, I mean they have like, obviously abilities that help them in the wild, right? But to say that they're smarter, no, right? Because obviously there's a limitation to what an animal can learn. While, you know, from what we have seen, it seems that man seems to not have no limitations, right? Because we keep, breaking that fucking that ceiling all the time. You know what I mean? Man keeps, wowing, as time goes. What we're able to do. Now, not to say that man is perfect and that, that we don't have our errors too, is obviously, right? Living, you learn. What up, you saw what happened? What happened over there? Another shooter? How is it to be a gardener to a white man? See, this is the thing, senor. The guy that I cut the lawn for, he is also Mexican, but he had a Donald Trump hat, so I don't know if he really Mexican, but he is speaking in the Spanish. I mean, fucked up Spanish, but nonetheless. Because there's no white folks around here. I know you're just trolling, my boy. So it's all good. The one that played Darth Vader passed away? Well, they could just get somebody else. No, Luke, I am your father. But lie detector says that was a lie. He really wasn't the father. It was actually Darth Sidious. Luke's real father was actually fucking Palpatine. Like, damn, Luke, your Heifer was a freak, bro. She wanted that double-sided lightsaber. Tortilla. I mean, Europe's got borders too, my boy. What are you talking about? Y'all get immigrants too. Maybe not Hispanic ones, but y'all still be getting immigrants from other places. Don't act like if y'all don't got no immigration, no problems in Europe either. Because that's not a problem that just affects America. Did you see Enrique Boxer interview about American? No. The one that used to be some high-ranking person. Nah, stuff like that doesn't pique my curiosity. Like no disrespects towards that individual and his life, and this not even has to do nothing with his status or nothing like that, right? It's just that to me, this is just to me, all right? So I'm not speaking for everybody else or saying that that's what, but at least to me, he doesn't provide something that I care for. Like he won't be able to, speak about something that actually piques my curiosity, right? So he can't like offer me something, right? Like when am I gonna get at it? Because like he could, I don't know, like come and tell about his life or his war stories like everybody else does, right? But what am I gonna get out of that information though? Nothing. I can't do nothing with that information, right? Yeah, I tend to watch more like educational stuff and stuff like that, right? Or sports related stuff. But I get it. Other people are interested in that, and I'm not knocking, the individual's hustle and stuff like that. I'm just saying, to me, I just can't do nothing with that information, so therefore it just doesn't pique my curiosity. Because he's not going to be able to talk about something that I don't already know, at least when it comes to the street world, right? Not to like other stuff that, is none of my concern either, or business either way, right? Because you don't stick your nose where you don't belong. That's how you survive the game. Because contrary to what people believe, people are in whole different categories than people, right? To the point where it's not the same thing. Even though people like to consider them all the same thing, it's not. Give it a shadow. What's cracking like in? What's good, Pomona Rifa? You sound like Speedy Gonzalez. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Gracias. That's a homie right there. Am I right? All right. Did you see Lucky from Hoodstock's video? Jesus John shot a hood vlog in Anaheim, boys. Hood when he is from Santana. Nah, I didn't, my boy. I haven't scoped it out. I'll go ahead and I'll check it out and see what's cracking like. It seems to be the thing to do now, right? Is like you film vlogs and other people's or videos, right? But I don't see the point of that, right? Because that's just evidence, right? Because you're alerting law enforcement that you are in these areas looking to commit some form of crime because obviously you guys don't get along, right? So you're only throwing dirt on yourself like that. That's why it's never good to do that kind of stuff. But I don't know. So in my personal opinion, it just seems like people just want to get locked up because they're not even trying no more. Now they're just trying to get locked up. Nowadays, people are just trying to get locked up. Before it was the opposite way, but now it's like they just go out of their way to like throw as much evidence out there as possible. It's like they just want to get locked up and not come out ever. Like my boy, like you don't gotta do none of that. Don't do none of that. What's crazy, like in Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Animals show more affection to their own kind than humans. Yeah, that's actually quite sad. And it is. You know, that's crazy. Like can't learn from them. Sorry, man. I'm having laugh. No, it's all good, my boy. I never get butthurt. I have a sense of humor. I understand when people are just trolling. I'm not one to get in my feelings. Like, have a heart attack on here. Yeah, blessing day. And likewise, where the hell you from, my boy? California, Los Angeles. I went to the school today to put a candle and Orale, all right, that's good, my boy. You got to keep their memories alive, right? And it's cold shit, right? And I know it does help the family to see that there's people out there that actually are showing love and and are there as a community, right? Because hey, I can't imagine, bro, losing a kid like that way, right? Like losing one of my kids that way, right? Like that shit must be fucking grave, it's crazy, it's cold shit. But like I said, people make these fights and these pushes to stricter gun laws and taking away guns. But that's the thing. Look, I get it, and I get it from people's perspective. Take the guns away. They'll still do it with knives. Take the knives away. They'll do it with bats. Sure, the death count won't be as much as like with weapons, like with guns, right? But there's still going to be casualties, right? One way or the other. So you can remove all of this and that. Is not fixing the problem, though. To fix this type of problem is not focusing so much on fucking taking away guns, but focusing on why these individuals decide to do these kind of things in the first place. Like I even say about the drug problem, they worry about snatching up all these drug dealers and worry about why people decide to do drugs in the first place, why they want to go and buy drugs. Focus on that problem. Get people to stop wanting to do drugs and take drugs. What are these people going to do now that nobody wants to buy drugs, right? So they're fucked now. They have to look for a different way to make money now, because this way is no longer lucrative. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's focusing on the source of the problems and not these fucking nitpickings that people always want to focus in on. Like, oh man, they want to break down and take down the gangs. Fuck the gangs. Worry about why these motherfuckers look to join gangs in the first place. God damn it. And it's like people focus way too much on the shit that's irrelevant. Like there's places like where obviously the citizens are not allowed to bear arms, right? So there's countries that their people are not allowed to have weapons, right? And they're still they like there's one that I was seeing that happened. Where the fuck did this happen? I don't know if it happened in England or something, but the guy got in a fucking big ass van and he started running over people and he killed 11 people by just running them over. They'll find a fucking way, bro, to make shit happen still. The thing is, you gotta focus on why these individuals decide to do these kind of things in the first place, bro. And stop fucking crying over the bullshit. You know what I mean? Because yes, I'm a firm believer. You put a gun on the table and you tell it to shoot somebody, it won't do it. It's the person that's holding the weapon, not the weapon itself. You get what I'm saying? Because people kill people. Weapons don't kill people. Unless there's like some robot that just fucking overrode itself and shit. Some Terminator type shit. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Obviously, I'm joking, but yeah. You're an immigrant from Serbia? Damn, my boy. We got something in common. We got problems with Islamic world in Europe. Also, like you guys be crossing each other out, like with spray cans, shh, shh, and be like gangbanging too. Like, hey, homie, where you from? Hey, fuck your barrio, like that, or nah. You guys just wave like your guys' like country flag, like as a bandana. Nah, but motherfuckers over there be taking it to the extreme. No, they whip out rocket launchers and shit like that. Fuck that, bro. Motherfuckers be coming out with some fucking grenades. Like, damn, bro. I thought we were just gonna do this with like 38s, maybe a 9mm. Motherfucker was like, fuck that. Took out a rocket launcher. I don't know. It's a little bit different, no? Oh, I know. We had a power outage at my cantona too. Which football jersey do you like more than the one Nike? Like which ones? I don't know, because Reebok has made some nice ones, but so has Nike. It's tough. It's tough. And not only that, but Champion. I have some Champion. Champion used to make the jerseys for the NBA too. Before Reebok and before fucking Nike. Oh, and Adidas too. Adidas for a good while were doing it as well. Yeah, but I like Reeboks too. I'm a fan of Reeboks. I actually own a lot of Reeboks. You know, a part of Cortez's, you know, I got my Reeboks. The Reeboks I look like Cortez's, but you know what I mean. I just thought it was interesting to hear about the situation. Oh no. Yeah. I get where you're coming from. You get me? Like, you know, people are curious in those kind of things, right? So I understand it from people's perspective, right? I understand why people, you know, are curious, right? So not to knock anybody, right? But I'm just saying, like, as like for me, you know, it's a little bit different. But yeah, I mean, it's a free country. People get to do whatever they want, right? Like, so if he wants to come on YouTube, I mean, who can stop him, right? He's entitled just like anybody else. I don't know why people, you know, get so worked up, you know, and want to come on here and try to, you know, like try to stop these individuals. It's like, bro, he's like somewhere like in Jamaica, my boy. He ain't caring. Because I'm pretty sure they have him in witness protection. You know, he's intelligent enough to know that how to stay low. Why do Americans hate Mexicans? Your opinion? The reason is just that people just don't know what to blame, right? For the madness that's out there, right? And from time to time, you get individuals that come and make a group, because it's not just like a Mexican thing, right? Because here in America, this has been like we each get our turn, right? At one point, you know, back in the days, you know, the hatred was towards like Russian, Jews, and Italians and Irish, right? You can still find pictures where they would put like no Jews, no Irish, no Italians and stuff like that. Americans, right? They were blaming them for whatever problems were happening at that time, right? But they were blaming the immigrants, these immigrants coming over here, the reason for the problems, right? And then that way blew over, right? And then people started hating on black people and the black folks and whatever, right? And then World War, II happened, Japan and stuff like that. So then the Asians now became the focus point and the problem. Then 9/11 happened, right? And then now it's the Muslims and the Middle Easterns, and so now they became the focus point and the hatred and all that. And now it's the border and the Mexicans, right? So now it's our turn. So it's always been the blaming game with America, right? So if it's not the Asians, the blacks, not the blacks, it's these other people. If not them, it's these wetbacks. If it's not them, but they love to blame everybody. That's just their thing, bro. Because people just like to blow off steam, bro. They just want to find somebody to blame, bro. That's why Hitler was able to get so many people to see it from his perspective, bro. You know what I mean? If you make somebody or a group the villains, where people to home in all their anger towards, you'll get a fucking fan base and a following a lot faster that way. It'll grow pretty quick. If you give, somewhere for people to home in all their anger, for whatever, maybe, work is slow now and people ain't getting paid as much and the bills are piling up. So now they're frustrated and now they're just mad and upset and they're just looking to where to release all that anger towards. So then they see these interviews. That's why it's so easy for people to jump on board and support Donald Trump and what he says, bro. Because Donald Trump hasn't provided these people with no evidence, no actual explanation for how he's planning to do this, right? But he says, it's these fucking Mexicans, we gotta build that wall. And people are like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, F these motherfuckers. And they don't even know why. Because he didn't show them no proof. But, hey, that's somewhere for them to, release all their anger towards. That's why they don't need no evidence, my boy. Because now they have something to blame. So they're satisfied with that. They don't need evidence, my boy. And he knows that. Not like he's like a grandmaster at all that. It's just that he doesn't. He thinks that people don't think so much into things like he does, right? So that's why he just went out there and makes me like, no, they'll believe me. They don't need to see no proof. Because I wouldn't need to see no proof. And I know everyone thinks like me because I'm the smartest. Like, yes, Trump. You're the smartest and handsomest and strongest and all that, bro. Rumor that 10 people were killed. Serio? I don't know. They wouldn't know nothing about none of that. Venezuela on hope. That's all propaganda, bro. Just like the caravans that were coming over here, bro. And this is not the first time that politics do this, bro. You know what I mean? Whenever someone's looking to run, bro, they always push these propagandas, bro. They always talk about this great danger, right? Like this big ass fear is one of politicians' greatest weapons, bro. They both do it, bro. They use the fear tactic. They scare people into thinking that there's a big ass problem and that these individuals are the only ones that can save you and stop this problem, right? And then it creates mass hysteria, right? Because it starts to spread like that, Fear is contagious, right? Like you see people running, people will start running and they don't even know why, right? But it spreads that way, Not to say that everyone, but you'll get a lot of people that will just start running for absolutely no reason. But that's just how mass hysteria works, right? Even when people people start getting sick, you'll start tricking. Your mind will start tricking to believing that you're starting to get sick too. But it's all in your head just because you're seeing everyone around you. Now, let's say you guys ate the same thing, right? And now they're getting sick. Now you start feeling a little sickening. The human brain is a very fascinating thing. I always say that, bro. So, and these motherfuckers, like I said, bro, they're smart enough to know, how to use manipulation to, push their agendas. Unfortunately, people can also weaponize, psychology, bro. Mr. Beast does it right in order to, get these fucking kids to buy his shit and shit like that, right? They use something that was, in the medical field, right, to help better understand people, but now they just use it to, push their political agendas or their own motives, unfortunately, right? Sad, but I mean, doesn't it always work that way, right? We make a big ass scientific breakthrough in something, right? And then somehow man always seems to grab that and weaponize it. Fucking guys, huh? So it's just propaganda, bro. Like I said, there's always a problem, bro. Keep this. Always pay attention to this, bro. It's always when, when they start campaigning to be president, that you'll always get these problems that just out of nowhere they start appearing, bro. I don't know where we have this kind of problem. We didn't have this problem before, but now because they're running for president, all of a sudden this problem magically appears. Just like every other time that they run for president, that these fucking problems happen, bro. It's like all these motherfuckers have a timer and a date set on their calendar, bro. And it always just magically happens to land around, when they're campaigning, huh? Never seems to fail. And that's crazy. Like it's the oldest trick in the book, and well, it's been working for them, so why change it, right? Why change something that's working for you? Yeah. Like for example, for me, like I'm not bothered with people, because people think that I have a problem like with people coming in and telling their war stories. Like, it's all gravy. People can tell their war stories. The problem that I have is that the reasons they give for the war stories, right? Like, if people just come out here just saying like, hey man, I'm just looking to tell my stories, shit, I'm just looking to make a little bit of feria, and if I can make some money by telling my stories, hey, why the fuck not? I got no problem with that, my boy. Like, hey, that vato came and he told you from the gates what it was, bro. Yeah, it may not be commendable or it might not sound all that great, but he was straight up honest with you, bro. And I can at least respect the honesty. I may not respect, the overall, his idea, right? But I can respect that he came in, he was straight up honest, bro. So now if people watch, hey, you know what you got, bro? He told you from the gates. What I have a problem is when people come out here and they say that it's because they're looking to help the youth or they're looking to change and help the people in our culture. That's what I hate, bro. And it's like, bro, you're full of shit, bro. That's not why you're doing it. Be straightforward, bro. It's the lies that I have the problem with, bro. It's like, don't lie, bro. Be honest. Like, hey, bro, I see that motherfuckers are getting paid on here, so I decided to come and do the same. Why the fuck not? Hey, can't be mad at that. Or even like, let's say if somebody's, like they say, oh, somebody told or he's no good no more or he fell out of the gang or whatever. Hey, bro, I may not agree with him, his decision, right, or his choices, but hey, at least he was straightforward, bro. At least he told you that he was no good from the beginning, instead of some individual that tricks people into thinking that they're gangster and that they're still in the mix and that they're still good, and then you find out that they fucking snitched. Like, why the fuck lie, bro? People are still gonna fuck with you if you come and tell them the truth from the beginning, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that they're trying to trick and play people stupid, bro, that I have the problem with. Like I said, I may not agree with the overall decision that they, the choice that they made in their life for my personal reasons, but I can respect that they're honest about it from the gates, though. At least they're letting you know from the start. They're not trying to, portray to still be gangster and stuff like that. You get what I mean? I can't be mad when somebody's being honest, bro. I can only respect the truth. How can you be mad at the truth, homie? You can only respect it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't gotta agree with it, but at least you can respect that they're being honest with you. And they're not trying to play you for a sucker, right? Like other people, It's the lies that I just have the problem with. You get what I mean? Because people will still support individuals if they're just straightforward, straight up from the beginning, bro. Instead of people finding out later on this and that, and it's like, and how many times has that already happened on YouTube? Over and over and over and over again, and I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, why the fuck can't they just be honest from the beginning? I don't get it. People are still gonna fucking watch, bro. It's like, oh, they're too stupid. They won't find out. It's like you're insulting you're insulting your subscribers. You think you're smarter than them and you won't play them. And I just have a problem with that. Yeah, Mr. Beast, the comment. And there's many others, so many on here. It's not even funny. Not just like, let's say, in the prison genre or the taboo genre, but in all the genres, in sports channels and all that you hear, you hear shady individuals doing shady shit, tricking their subscribers and, hustling them, and that's just foul, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna rob the motherfucker, at least rob the motherfucker. Let him know he's being robbed. Instead of, fucking pretending to be his friend and, gaining his trust, and then fucking, he puts all his trust in you, and then you're gonna rob him for his feria. Like, I just got a problem with that, bro. Now, rob him straightforward, bro. Just whip out a gun and be like, give me all the shit you got. Be straightforward about it, bro. Don't do that, tricking him into believing that you guys were friends, and because that's just on some whole other type shit, bro. I just have a problem with that. I have a problem with manipulation in general. I don't know. You know what I mean? Probably my own personal demons, but I just have always had a problem with people lying and not being true to their word. It bothers me. That's my own demons, right? I can't help but to let that kind of shit bother me. Like, damn, I can't stand it when I know somebody's lying. Like, why the fuck are you lying for right now? Because I don't get it, bro. I really don't. Like, fucking tell it how it is, bro. What the fuck, dude? Like, why lie? And it's even worse when they lie about the most stupidest shit, bro. Like, about them going to the park today or some shit like that. Like, why the fuck would you lie about some shit like that, bro? Like, yeah, you fools are fucking weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it with you guys, and we out.